Here, someone describes having fears when trying to go out of body, and Tom Campbell describes what I find to be the most important aspect of the simulation model, which is how to overcome our fears and become better and happier people in the process.
Those kinds of fears will keep you from getting there because you're not ready yet. If you have that much fear, you're not really ready to experience the out of body, but you are ready to grow up, it seems, because you're here, you're asking questions, you're asking for help to get out of this, means you're ready to grow up. Well, now what you need is the courage to let the fear go. Just experience it. Say, well, wherever this vibration state takes me, I'll go there. And if I get into some other reality frame, I'll just go there. I'll deal with it. If there's a big monster there that eats me, well, so be it. But I'm going anyway. So if you have that sort of idea, then you'll find out there are no monsters there. There's nothing that's going to eat you. The only thing you'll find there is your own fear. If you're afraid of a monster, you'll find a monster. That's why I say you're not ready yet to go out of body, because you're going to find monsters, you're going to find evil things, you're going to find black entities with glowing red eyes. You're going to find all kinds of scary things there because you have that fear inside of you, and you will manifest it into metaphors that are frightening to you. So you have to get rid of the fear first. And the way you get rid of fears is just one small step at a time. If you go Google phobias, any kind of phobia is a fear. It's a fear generally of a very specific thing. You have a phobia of heights or snakes or spiders or getting out and meeting people. Whatever that is, you'll see that the process that is prescribed for that is to just go slowly. Take one little step into that fear and accept it, and then you can step back. Then take another step into it, and then come back, and then take 2 steps into it, and you just slowly work your way through it. But because it's slow, you have to have stick-to-itiveness. You have to have gumption that lasts. If it's something you work at for 2 weeks and you're not successful, so you give it up, then that will probably not work for you. It's not going to take 2 weeks. It's probably going to take 2 years or maybe 2 decades. I don't know. But you need to be determined that you will get rid of the fear and keep working at it. Also, if you read about phobias, you'll see that they generally don't go away in a week or 2. They're often months, sometimes many months, sometimes years before people can deal with them. And that's a very specific fear that makes it easier to deal with. Your fear is more general, which makes it harder to deal with. So you're going to need to have stick-to-itiveness, gumption, courage, just to keep working, pushing that fear out of your way a little more and a little more. Go further with that pulsation state. Decide that you're just going to let it happen and not worry about it, not give it energy. See, as soon as you get fearful of it, it gets bigger. It kind of grows on your fear energy. So by getting rid of the fear, that stuff will go away. And then what you'll find out is once you get rid of the fear, you're so much happier person. You're so much lighter. Life is so much easier. Relationships get better. Everything in your life will start to get better. So that's the way to deal with fear. It just takes courage. There's no other way. There's no pill you can take that'll help you get rid of fear. It just takes courage, and you have to go beyond it. And it is not easy to do. It will take constant effort on your part, a sincere desire over a long period of time to do it. But if you have that desire over a long period of time, you will do it. It is a thing that I can guarantee that you will succeed if you have that strong intent and you keep after it. You will succeed. You will win. You will get rid of the fear. Just that focused intent will raise the probability that that fear will go away, and it will go away in bits and pieces until eventually it's gone altogether. The biggest mistake is for people to say, I can't, or I tried for a week and it didn't work. Those things, it's not going to, if you think in your mind, I can't, well, then you won't be able to, because that's a fear that you can't. So, that's just another fear. The fact that it's going to take a long time, well, you just have to want it bad enough to put in that amount of time to do it. But it will make the rest of your life so much better. So I encourage you to go do that. I encourage you that you can get rid of it. You can get rid of that pain. All of that will go away. All of those discomforts you have will disappear once you grow up. Once you get rid of that ego, get rid of that fear, get rid of your beliefs, and just be, those things will start to go away. They're there because of the fear that you have, mostly. They're not there because of some objective reason. They're there mostly for a subjective reason, which is the fear.